Let's cut the crap. Life's too short to spend it jerking off to pixels and avoiding the cold because it's uncomfortable. We live in a world that's constantly trying to sedate us. Porn, junk food, Netflix, social media, TikTok, weed. It's all numbing you, pulling you further away from your potential, your clarity, your masculinity. And somehow we've convinced ourselves this is normal. But somewhere deep down, if you're even slightly awake, you know something's off. You know you're capable of more. That feeling, that quiet, haunting restlessness, that's your soul screaming for you to stop wasting your life. That's where Nofap and cold showers come in. Not as magic tricks, but as brutal, raw tools to start taking control back. This video isn't about being perfect. It's not some motivational Instagram thread. It's about getting real with your habits, your addictions, your fears, and your wasted time. If you're tired of being stuck in your own mind, this is for you. Part 1. Nofap. It's not about celibacy, it's about control. Let's be honest, you're probably addicted. Most guys watch porn, most won't admit how often, and most can't go a week without touching themselves. But it's healthy. Yeah, they say that about drinking too. Doesn't mean getting blackout drunk every night is good for you. And watching strangers have sex through your phone while you hide under the blanket like a teenager? That's not power. That's not freedom. That's a dopamine leash around your neck, and you're yanking it every time you feel bored, lonely, anxious, or horny. What porn is actually doing to you? When you watch porn, your brain gets flooded with dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical. But here's the thing. Dopamine isn't happiness. It's anticipation. It's craving. It's the thing that makes you chase, chase, chase. Porn hijacks that system. It gives you pleasure for no effort. Just sit back, scroll, click, stroke, easy. But over time, that rewires your brain. You stop wanting real sex. You stop caring about relationships. You stop trying. You just numb yourself. Your motivation to work out, to build a career, to talk to women, to create anything at all, it all gets sucked into this black hole of fake pleasure. And the worst part, it's lonely. It's hollow. After you finish, you don't feel stronger. You feel empty. You hate yourself a little bit. You make the same promise, never again. But by tomorrow night, you're back at it. Nofap isn't about superpowers, but you will change. People joke about the superpowers of Nofap. Glowing skin, girls staring at you, insane energy. Most of that's exaggerated, but what's real? You'll respect yourself more. You'll look people in the eye again. You'll feel your masculinity coming back. Your energy will shift from anxious to focused, from soft to sharp. You won't become Superman, but you'll become a man again. One who doesn't need porn. One who can sit with discomfort instead of running to a screen for relief. One who can feel desire without being a slave to it. And that's powerful as hell. Part 2. Cold showers, stepping into pain on purpose. Why the hell would anyone want to do that? It sounds stupid, right? Why would anyone choose to take cold showers when you could have warm, relaxing ones? Simple. Comfort is killing you. Comfort makes you lazy. It makes you fat. It makes you avoid anything hard, real, or meaningful. It's why you procrastinate. Why you don't speak your truth. Why you keep going back to that thing you swore you'd quit. Cold showers are the training ground for discomfort. They're not about hygiene. They're about mindset. They're about building the ability to say, I don't care if it's hard, I'm doing it anyway. The first time will suck. Let's be real. That first cold shower, it's gonna suck. You're gonna shiver, curse, maybe jump out. That's fine. That's the point. The goal is to do it anyway. Because the moment you step into that freezing water, something happens. Your body panics, your mind screams, and you don't die. You endure, you breathe, you stay present, and afterward, you feel alive. Not in the fake dopamine way, but in the primal, electric way. That cold water doesn't just clean your body, it cleans your soul. It burns away the excuses, the laziness, the lies you tell yourself about who you are. Why cold showers work, psychologically and spiritually. You build something called voluntary suffering. It's one of the few ways to toughen the mind in a world that offers a soft pillow for every pain. Cold showers force you to face fear, train discipline, kill hesitation, push through resistance. It's like saying to your brain, I run this ship, not you. And over time, it bleeds into everything else. Cold emails, tough workouts, awkward conversations, early mornings. You stop waiting to feel like it. You act coldly, calmly, consistently. That's the seed of greatness, right there in your broken water heater. Part 3. What happens when you do both? You become dangerous again. Most men today are neutered, soft voices, dead eyes, addicted to porn, afraid of rejection, constantly overthinking. But put a man on Nofap and cold showers for 60+ days and you'll watch something terrifying happen. He wakes up. He gets that fire back, that quiet, grounded intensity. He walks with purpose. He doesn't need to prove anything, but you feel it when he walks in the room. It's not magic. It's just that he stopped escaping his pain and started using it as fuel. Clarity returns. When you stop flooding your brain with porn and distractions, the fog lifts. You start to notice the little things. How much time you waste, how much you avoid, how your body feels, what your soul really wants. You might realize you hate your job, that your friends are toxic, that you've been living on autopilot. That's not comfortable, but it's the first step to real change. Energy, not hype. Nofap plus cold showers won't give you superpowers, but they will give you pure energy, not jittery caffeine energy, not fake hustle energy, but clean, grounded, masculine energy. The kind that helps you build, the kind that makes women notice because it's rare, not desperate, just present. Part 4, the spiritual angle, beyond biology. You don't have to be religious to get this, but if you are, then you already know. Your sexual energy is sacred. It's not just biology, it's creative power, it's life force. When you waste it on porn, you lose more than semen. You lose focus, clarity, and spiritual fire. Think about monks, yogis, prophets. They all practice celibacy or restraint. Why? Because sexual discipline isn't weakness. It's mastery. It's not about hating pleasure. It's about choosing a higher one. In spiritual traditions, cold water is cleansing, ritualistic, a form of sacrifice. Cold showers done with intention become more than a challenge, they become an act of purification. You come out not just refreshed, but reset. Part 5, the traps to avoid. Let's be brutally honest. Most guys fail at this. Not because it doesn't work, but because they approach it wrong. 1. Thinking you're special. You're not. Everyone struggles. Everyone slips. Don't build your identity around, I'm on day 47 of Nofap. That's ego. That's fragile. Focus on the process, not the number. 2. Turning it into a religion. Nofap is a tool, not a religion. Don't become one of those guys who can't talk about anything else. Don't shame others or act superior. You're not better because you stopped fapping. You're better because you took control. 3. Thinking it'll solve everything. It won't. If your life sucks, Nofap won't magically fix it, but it will give you the energy and focus to start working on it. Use it as a launch pad, not a life raft. Conclusion. The quiet revolution starts with you. Nofap and cold showers aren't glamorous. They're not fun. They're not trendy for long. They're the kind of choices most people laugh at until they see the results. And even then, they'll tell themselves, you're just different. But you're not. You're just someone who decided to stop escaping. Someone who said, I'd rather suffer now than rot later. Someone who saw through the lies of comfort and chose something harder and truer. The world needs more men like that. Men who are dangerous, disciplined, and focused, not for power or status, but because they refuse to live a numb, meaningless life. If you've watched this far, the fire's already inside you. You just need to feed it. Get off the screen. Get in the cold, get out of your own head, and get to work. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe.